So today I am going to do a reaction and analysation of Dirty Loops Next to You. This was the request of Nicholas. Thank you so much, Nicholas, for this opportunity for our first ever sponsored reaction. Let's go. Oh, woo, woo, crikey. Oh, they look so happy. Oh, it's groovy. What a cutie.
I didn't need it. Hard to believe it, but now I'm coming back for more.
Nice.
Gotta feel it. I might be dreaming.
Look at his jaw.
Is this the real thing? And how am I supposed to know?
Ooh, those backing vocals are so tight. How? It must be an octave pedal, right?
Guess we have to wait and see. In the headlock. Is this a setup?
Oh, I love how that builds the tension in the bass.
I'm about to lose it all. Hey, yeah.
I do like this bass player. Oh, why is too hard? What in the gospel brilliance is going on here? Wow, oh my gosh, those constant layers of euphoria, just one after the other. When that synth came in, this doesn't happen that often when I'm doing like active listening and analysis. Like I usually know what it is and then I feel it, I think. But that I felt first, I didn't even know what it was. I couldn't even identify if it was like, is that a synth? Is it a backing vocal? I just like totally just... I'm obsessed with this bass player. He has a little ray of sunshine, and his bass playing is incredibly groovy. And he just, I love a bit of the old slapperoo. I'm really rubbish at that technique, and I admire it so much. When we're thinking about like this kind of gospel music as a genre, usually it's like a lot of flowery stuff. Sometimes it can be over flowery and too melismatic and stuff. But this has got so much space while being able to maintain the absolute god tier level of musicianship. So, yeah. Ooh, it's very Michael Jackson at times, isn't he? Synths. Oh, it's so blissful. Oh. Here, it sounds like we're getting a backing vocal. No, he's doing at the same time as the synth is doing. So I think this maybe is partly why this synth is really like it's like a mysterious UFO, unidentified, fabulous musician. It's so obvious that arrangement-wise that the arranger didn't want that synth to be a main feature. It was 100% for atmosphere, and that's exactly what they've managed to do by blending that synth with the backing vocals. They're really occupying the same frequency range and the same kind of effect. They have the exact same kind of effect on the listener. That's why it's just so easy to feel. It's just, it's remarkable how much of the rhythm that we're experiencing is coming from this little genius. Listen to those backing vocals. Oh, no, too late. New section. How thrilling. Ooh. Oh, synthy trumpet solo. Oh, he's very bloody good, isn't he? What I love about that so much is like, because obviously he's such a proficient singer, and one may assume because he's so proficient at singing that singing is his main bag, and obviously he is a very melismatic singer, which means he does lots of riffs, right? So as he's playing that little solo trumpet riff, it was so interesting to see this like physical manifestation in two realms, because you've got the physical manifestation in the fingers and then you've got it in the voice as well. Because he was so into that, and the gestures were very similar to when he was singing, so... Oh, crikey. Oh, hang on a minute, that's... The drummer is a singer as well. Oh, fuck's sake. How many talents do you want? Oh my God. It's not the drummer, because it looks like him. Oh, it bloody is. Whee! Another one! Oh, look at all that joy. So is it literally just them three? Oh.
Spend my time with you. I'll be by your side every day and night. I wanna spend my time with you. Sing it. You and me were never meant to be. Going up like TNT.
Oh, how wonderful. They give us a second to calm down with them. Oh, it's so tight. Ah! Oh God, it's so difficult to stop. Obviously, it's not meant to be stopped with. This is a thing that just we do, you know, the reactionary people. But like, this is extra difficult to stop because you get something new all the time. Like, it feels like every 4 bars, there's something else. You know, we get another little synth come in, or the bass player switches it up a little bit, or the drummer does a little break, like one of those gospel breaks. And there was that section that we had just recently where it sounded like an absolutely ginormous choir. It was like a super gospel choir, like, and it was like huge, like with a humongous church reverb effect on it, where it sounds like it's echoing in a huge space. But then that isn't what the backing vocals are in this song. That was just in this section. It's really important to recognize that. There's 3 people here, and whether they've also got like a gospel choir, you know, that's chucked things in over the top, it's still equally as impressive. You know, not all backing vocals in this instance are created equally. It's not like, oh, we're just going to have like barbershop quartet style backing vocals or just harmony backing vocals. It's like gospel choir, and then it's perfectly coated lead melody, and it's then it's just everything else. Hey! Oh, the way you just cry. We're going to talk about that. Oh, here we go. There's the gospel backing vocals. Oops. Tap something. Let's have it again. Okay. So we were both musically and physically kicked in the face at the end. It's very easy after we've had a few minutes of his incredible pentatonic riffs and melismas. It's very easy to take them for granted because they're so well controlled and they're so perfect all the time. When you nail a specific vocal technique the way that he has in terms of the vocal fold setup, he knows this position so well, and he's obviously very well versed in music theory. He knows what notes he should be going for, so we have a lot of pentatonic scales in there, and so he can just pull them out of his pocket. I always find this with ice skating. I mean, I can't ice skate for shit. But when I look at it, I think, oh, that looks so like effortless and flowy. But I know that it's not. But it's easy to be, you know, we just take something for granted when we've been watching it for a while and it's consistently amazing. So he's basically like a professional figure skater of a vocalist. Can you talk about how the tightening of his jaw and pulling in of his lower lip is affecting his tone and singing? How bloody serendipitous is that? Because that is exactly what I was going to talk about. There's specific moments when he does some of the descending riffs. He does this.
I'ma get it right.
All right, this is a really good place to start. So you see how I'ma get it right, and that was all held back, this kind of lighter resonance. And then the second one, and then we had that warmer resonance because you can see he's got his lips like this. The bottom lip is slightly more forward than the top lip, and it creates a space here for the larynx to tilt. So this is what's happening. When you're wanting to do a bunch of agile passages that stay high, you're probably going to want to make sure that you're doing some kind of physical position to keep the larynx in a very similar space, because otherwise you're not going to be so accurate. So if we're doing an I vowel, we're all set up for a lovely backwards I resonance. Ah, whatever. But then as soon as we start to go down, we're going to adjust our face position. Or whatever. So as our voice wants to travel to lower notes, the larynx wants to travel in a lower position. Because if we don't actually tilt the voice forward, the voice gets compressed. I'll show you. So if I want to do like, it gets squeezed, right? If I don't tilt it forward. But if I do, And I tilt the voice forward, it still has somewhere to go. So it doesn't get squeezed in the depths of our pharynx. It tilts forward instead. And that way, when it's forward, we can drop the tongue and we open a bunch of space to resonate that voice up in the roof of the mouth. See, look at that larynx, it's so tilty. It's like, we can't zoom on this, can we? It's like virtually a diagonal line. But if we go before, there's no diagonal line, the larynx is held back.
Hey,
Hey!
I'ma get it right.
Get it right. You can see how he's literally tilting it as he goes down to those notes. It's absolutely beautiful.